Good afternoon, everyone. We would like to introduce to you Honda Motors Incorporated. So this is how it all started. From being a bicycle repairman, he now became the founder of one of the biggest cars and motors company in the whole world. No one but Shuichiro Honda.
Believe in your dreams, and they'll believe in you. And everything you had only imagined will become real. For what we imagine exists and lives in the world of dreams. With every changing of the stars, a baby is born who has the greatest of gifts, a heart that can listen to dreams and the power to bring them to life. One of those was my friend Soichiro Honda. He used to repair bicycles when he was a boy, helping in his father's workshop. He was born in 1906 at Komyo, a little town in the heart of Japan. He was a hard worker, and at the same time he was a draftsman and a good designer. He had a little study where he worked on his ideas and followed up his intuitions. We used to love having long rides on our bikes, going as fast as the wind. Soichiro Honda and Takeo Fujisawa. The two of us were great friends. Soichiro was a real artist and a bit of a rebel. He managed to involve you in his projects and all his doings. Thanks to his determination and his delight in creating, he fascinated everyone, including me. I remember his excitement very well, but I'd rather leave it to dreams to tell the story of that magical night when an idea illuminated his mind. 1946, Soichiro Honda attached a military motor to his bicycle. He called that invention of his Dream Type A. 2 years later, he founded the Honda Motor Company. Today, Honda is a legend in every country of the world.
This year, our theme is In Full Force, as we launch a range of machines from 50 to 1800 cc that includes brand new scooters, a trio of mid-sized machines, 2 upgraded iconic bikes, and a new direction for our V4 heritage. We begin with the smallest engine, but big news. The first of the new scooters, the Vision 50. Our first all-new 50cc machine for nearly 10 years. This is a low-cost, durable and stylish machine, affordable with a stable and easy-to-ride chassis. The all-new Vision 50. The Vision is a striking, contemporary-looking machine with styling that intentionally echoes other, more expensive scooters in the Honda range. And so, to another small commuter, derived from the legendary Super Cup, the Wave 110. The bike's sculpted bodywork clearly communicates the advanced technology that lies beneath.
This is the Integra. I'd never made a scooter before and always wanted to give it a try. But I wanted to make a truly fun machine. So I've combined the best parts of a motorcycle with the comfort and approachability of a scooter. This integration is the reason we've called it the Integra. I think of it as a scooter-like motorcycle.
Well, every car has a storage space, so why can't a bike? A naked one even. A built-in helmet-sized space is just one of a range of features, the all-new NC700S.
The NC700S is a pure, fundamental, naked motorcycle that you can jump on easily for a ride around town or a short weekend tour in a really natural and relaxed way.
There are 2 types of NC700, the S and the X, a crossover version, the same principles but with a greater accent on the countryside. As the name crossover suggests, this bike has the look and feel of an on-off machine, married to the all-round ability and practicality of a mid-range commuter.
Training, communication is the key to maintaining high quality control levels. Every shift begins with a meeting where quality issues from the earlier shift are discussed, along with solutions to problems that develop on the assembly line. The meetings are led by team leaders who answer to department heads. Department heads attend larger quality control meetings daily and filter information down to the team leaders. Department heads report to quality control leaders, engineers, and designers who are constantly monitoring quality control, measuring defect rates, and assessing trends. Designers participate in frequent quality circles where associates voice their opinions on how the line can run better. Ultimately, responsibility for quality lies in the hands of the associates who actually assemble the. Honda has 13,200 quality control inspectors, not just a quality team at the end of the line. Every associate has the power to stop the line for a quality control issue. Problems on the line are fixed where they are found, not just at the end of the line. There are boards installed in various places on the line that show planned daily output versus actual output. Associates can glance at that scoreboard to learn immediately whether or not they are achieving their daily targets. If an associate finds quality defects during the day, they inform their team leader, then enter the defects into a computer. The computer tracks them for daily reports and immediately updates the actual numbers and the straight ship numbers on the scoreboard. By informing associates of their progress, Honda makes their employees accountable for quality. This approach builds incentive and teamwork and keeps associates interested in maintaining quality control.
The Honda motorcycle factory in Hamamatsu, Japan. Originally built in 1954, it's been modified and redesigned countless times over the years. Today, this is where they build Honda's CBR sport bikes. Inside the factory, one of the first things you'll notice is that everyone is wearing white. It's a uniquely Honda form of quality control.
If you're wearing a white outfit, it's very conspicuous once it gets dirty. And if your white outfit is dirty, that means that there's something wrong with the workplace.
A very efficient workplace. Ask how long it takes to build one CBR, and the answer is virtually right down to the second.
It is about 1 hour, 3,600 seconds.
That 1 hour, or 3,600 seconds, begins with building the engine, and they do it with the engine turned upside down, assembling pieces from the bottom up. When an engine reaches the final assembly line, it's flipped over, or as they say at Honda, turned upside down in the right direction. There are 36 different steps in building each engine, followed by a long trip through the factory. Finished engines move from the first floor up to the second floor, down to the basement and back up to the final motorcycle assembly line on the first floor again. It's a way to maximize the use of limited space within the factory.
In order to minimize the use of space and also to make it possible to shorten our main line, we are producing modules. Here they are producing the front fork module, and here they are subassembling the front fork and the tire. In total there are 7 modules, and they are sent to the main line.
All the sub-assembly modules move around the factory on conveyor belts, perfectly synchronized by computer to arrive at precisely the right place at the right time on the final assembly line. The first step is to install the engine into the frame.
The engine becomes part of the frame. There is a specific order in which the bolts need to be tightened, and also there's a certain level of strength at which the bolts need to be tightened. And this will have an impact on the performance of the machine.
There are 43 different workstations along the final assembly line. On an average day, 2 shifts of people working a total of 16 hours produce 850 motorcycles, each one in precisely 3,600 seconds. After 3,600 seconds on the line, each finished motorcycle is fired up for the first time and ridden onto a special test platform.
This machine is used to carry out the final inspection of the motorcycle.
It's a very sophisticated machine. Besides running computerized tests on the engine, brakes, suspension, and instruments, it has a special light-sensitive panel that makes one of the last checks in the whole process, running across in front of the new bike to make certain the headlights are perfectly aimed and aligned. Each new Honda CBR is then crated and sent out of the factory for shipment around the world, where riders will measure time and numbers much differently than they do at Hamamatsu. Like 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds, a top speed of 178 miles an hour, and 148 horsepower on tap, just waiting for a twist of the throttle.
Capacity design, they could produce 1,650 motorcycles a day, or a motorcycle goes out of production every approximately 1.53 minutes. A monitor is placed at the end of the assembly line which shows the number of motorcycles they should have done, and the production variance. The variance could either be positive or negative, wherein positive is favorable and negative is unfavorable. Location strategies. In 2005, Honda Plantation resides in Las Piñas. However, they decided to relocate in Philippine Industrial Park, Tanawan, Batangas. It is more convenient for them in terms of waste management. Furthermore, they suit with the community and are not being nuisance, for they are far from civilization.
Process layout. The assembly line is placed at the center of the production area. On its left side is a supplies open warehouse for the assembly line to have a direct access to it. On the rightmost part is the welding area. It is the isolated part where it can produce damage when it is malfunctioned. On the topmost is the warehouse for the finished product. It is connected directly to the testing area for convenience. Office layout. The plantation office is placed near the production area, so it can be easily accessed in case of problems. The nearest in the production area is the clinic, maintenance office, and human resource office.
Human resource and job design. Honda's workforce consists of 2,000 employees for 2 shifts. Each employee, whatever job description they have, from the CEO below the laborers, they all wear the same uniform, polo and pants, both in white, for it signifies cleanliness. This uniform also gives everyone comfort and sustains a better workplace, for it prevents discrimination among employees. All workers are required to wear earplugs inside the production area to lessen the noise perceived by the ears. Each employee is entitled to a motorcycle loan with a 20% discount and is payable in installment for 4 years. They also implement a performance management system. They are hiring new employees who are of below 30 years old. All employees who already reached 30 years old or higher is to undergo specialization training, which means greater responsibility and higher salary. Their employees are mostly female. Honda exhibits Japanese culture all over the establishment to instill discipline among everyone. This is what Japanese are known for. Basic policies for dealing with stability. Honda practices the 5S approach, namely, Seiri, put things in order, remove what is not needed and keep what is needed. Second, Seiton, proper arrangement. Place things in such a way that they can easily be reached whenever they are needed. Third, Seiso, clean. Keep things clean and polished. No trash or dirt inside the workplace. Seiketsu, or purity. Maintain cleanliness after cleaning, or perpetual cleaning. And lastly, Shitsuke, commitment, a typical teaching and attitude towards any undertaking to inspire pride and adherence to standards established for the 4 components.
Another important element of Honda's production team is the supplier. At Honda, suppliers are treated like family, which is a Japanese tradition. The supplier designs their own products, with little or no supervision from Honda. Honda simply gives them the design specifications and the quality standards, then lets the suppliers devise the most efficient, cost-effective manner with which to make the parts.
We treat our suppliers as a direct extension of our facility. The suppliers are responsible for their own quality. We have very demanding standards for those suppliers that we call quality standards. The suppliers are required to meet that on a routine basis, and we work with them when they have problems. If they don't achieve some of their targets and provide the product that we want, we have to work with them to fix it, because we can't build a good product without having good parts. And the supplier is continually focusing on getting 0 defects. And this continuous improvement process is the same thing that we do in-house. It's the same thing that we do at the supplier.
Inventory, supply chain management, and scheduling. Honda uses 60% imported material, which means higher cost of production. They order these materials 4 months prior, 3 months prior for follow-up, 2 months prior for fixing, then fix it 1 month prior to supplier to ship it. Honda has 2 weeks lead time. For the remaining 40% of their materials, they are produced locally. They order this 9 days prior and will arrive 4 hours before they are going to be placed in process. For management purposes, they call it just in time. Maintenance and reliability. Preventive maintenance. Machines were purchased abroad, specifically in Japan, so these are expected to be less risk of getting into trouble during production. Breakdown maintenance. There are maintenance staffs roaming around during production to check machines' conditions. All over the assembly line, there are buttons which can be pressed anytime if ever there will be a need for assistance orders. Production should be temporarily stopped.
Tell me what you want so we can do.